Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chaz Surratt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers 7, Vikings nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw, Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They hand this off to Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Escapes the defender. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Play action now. Cousins. Drops this off with Nwangu. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he will be brought down here inside. The 20, good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down movement. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Play fake. Cousins. And it's complete to Adams. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. They can't stop him. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kaepernick now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll buy some time right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tyson Alualu forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Cousins. Caught on the right side by Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Kaepernick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 30. 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Here they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw is Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. They'll find the longer underneath. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. It's an important touchdown right there as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Cousins now from the 50. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 18 on the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins will try and throw. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for him.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 11. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,